This is an area where I'm staying overnight, just a few steps from my lodge. There are no paved roads as you can see, so mostly you have to drive very, very slowly. There is no other way. And you can encounter wildlife anywhere basically. This is a greater kudu, that's the name. Pretty amazing to see him just by the road. This is one of the largest species of antelope. Bulls can reach up to 270 kilograms, which is like 600 pounds. And actually, I have to admit, I had a kudu steak in Cape Town and it wasn't bad at all. And South Africans love game. Just look at what this butcher in the neighborhood has to offer. Wild butchery and also biltong, which is a South African classic. It is air-cured meat immersed in vinegar and spices. This is Batelur, if I'm not mistaken, a medium-sized eagle. It is endangered species due primarily to habitat destruction, pesticide use and so on. I'm actually pretty lucky to see it since they spend most of the time flying. It's a very, very interesting bird to watch. And you can see elephants quite frequently here. They are absolutely not afraid of cars and they do know that they can take their own sweet time to cross the road or hang around. Yes, wild animals will always have priority, especially when approaching elephants, buffalo or rhinos. People should keep a safe distance. It can happen that elephants will block your path for several minutes or even hours. If you are rushing back to the gates during the evening, do not try and pass the herd of wild animals. Rather call camp and let them know of your situation. That's what the rangers say. And what should people do when they get a flat tire or have a car problem? The rangers say to wait in your car and call the park administration to send a breakdown service. Absolutely do not step outside your car. Speed limit in the park is 50 kilometers on asphalt roads, of course. On sand or gravel slopes, a speed of 40 kilometers per hour is allowed, but those are just the upper limits. I can tell you that by going really slow, you will see a lot more wildlife, especially smaller ones. I have also witnessed a car in front of me going a little bit faster and not noticing a rhino, just maybe 10 meters from the road behind some bushes. And there are no traffic lights at the Kruger National Park. If you arrive on a 2, 3 or 4 stop, the vehicle that reached the intersection first is the king, has the right of way, and leaving your car is forbidden and is punishable by a fine if you get caught, of course. Also, sliding roofs and large windows should be closed. Therefore, make sure your rental car has a working air conditioning unit. That's basically very important. You don't want to be fried in your car during the sunny day. Oh, another wildlife crossing, giraffes. Okay, so we will stop, we will enjoy the view, and in the meantime, I will tell you a little bit more about the Kruger Park. As I mentioned earlier, there are about 10 camps. Most of them have some lodging there, also gas pumps or petrol pumps as they call it here, and you can buy some food there. So it is entirely possible to stay for days without leaving the park, but of course you can only stay overnight if you booked your camp or lodge or whatever accommodation is available in a particular camp. But for the day visitors like me, after the sun has set, you must leave the park. If you don't, you will get fined. Down there by the water I just noticed a Nile crocodile, a very dangerous animal, but you will be surprised probably if I told you that the Cape buffalo that you see in the middle of the screen, that little black dog, kills several hundred people a year in Africa as well. But of course, number one is mosquito. Mosquito kills couple thousand people a day in Africa. But absolutely number one predator is humans. Just watch the news. What can I say? And who is this? Baboons. In their eyes, you are becoming submissive when you offer them food. So don't. They will lose respect and might attack you. An adult baboon has fangs almost as big as those of a lion. And don't ever forget to lock your car. Baboons are smart, and in the Table Mountain National Park, they learned how to open car doors. I am very lucky to see wild dogs. They have the most structured social order of the carnivores, living in packs led by a dominant male and female. There are an estimated 500 wild dogs in Kruger, but since the park is the size of Israel, seeing them is a matter of luck. How do they hunt? A wild dog by itself is not that much of a threat to other animals, but a pack is a different story. Wild dogs are masters of the collective approach to hunting. They have often been regarded with horror by humans because of their seemingly cruel hunting techniques. Death doesn't come quickly to the victim, which will be first run down to exhaustion and then die from loss of blood while being devoured. Zebras on the left, and the sun is going down. The park will be closed soon, so I have to leave very shortly. And this will be goodbye Kruger Park. And also goodbye to you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.